Hello all, welcome to another episode of the Tyflow tutorials. Hopefully you already successfully installed your Tyflow. If you already successfully installed your Tyflow, you will find your Tyflow button over here. So before we get into the real particle system, I do want to introduce some of the really useful Ty modifiers. So Tyflow they have a lot of progress in the past few years, basically improved a lot. It's not just a particle system anymore. Not only the particle system is really powerful VFX tools, can do lots of simulations as I mentioned before, and also it got over 20 modifiers now. So those modifiers is just the generally better modifiers we have in the 3ds Max. For example, I will demo two of them. So you probably have a little bit experience with the Boolean tool in 3ds Max. Alright, well wait, if you haven't done that, check out the great tutorials we have before. Modifiers, you can find the booleans under the component object. Alright, you got pro boolean, the boolean, and you can add the things you want to boolean. Here you can intersect them, you can subtract them. It is good, but there's some limitations for this Boolean tool. First, it's not a modifier. Once you add that, you can see you can't really delete that. That's embedded onto your object. And if you go back to some of the settings, that probably it's not just as easy control as the modifier. And the other thing is, if you don't, I have a perfect solid mesh here. If you don't have a solid mesh, sometimes when you boolean the things together, the boolean just failed. Alright, so with the Tyflow, alright, we have let's go back one more step. Cool. Yeah, one more step. Cool. Box and geosphere. Yeah. With the Tyflow, under your modifier list, you type Ty, you'll find all of these modifiers start with TY are Ty modifiers. Generally, they are just a better version of 3ds Max modifiers. So let's try the Ty Boolean. Alright. You can see it is a modifier, so you can you can change the sequence of that, you can hide that, and also you can delete that if you need, because that's a modifier, just easier to control. You can do exactly the same thing you have with the compound object boolean. You could do union. Alright, let's drag down the menu, just have this bigger. Alright, you can do union, can do intersect. You could use a object minus b, basically means you could use the b's object subtract the a, and you could do the opposite, and you could select if you want to have it capped or not. So it's just a bit more powerful than the compound boolean object. The other one I do want to introduce to you, let me add more polygons to that, is the Tyselect. So Tyselect is just a bit more advanced than the normal select. So you have, under the sub-object level, it is exactly same as your other added poly. So you have vertices to elements, so they're just a different selection mode. And under here, you have different selection mode. So you can find it in the selection settings here. You could select it based on the box, or select it based on the certain material ID, or even you could, if you have a sphere, or you have a surface, could based on a curvatures, or based on the face angles as well. It just have lots of options you could choose from, and open edge probably a really useful one as well. You set to edge, open edge one help you to locate the open edge if you have one, and you could cap them, and your object can become solid again. And what we have before, and you could select the points based on a texture. Also, let's go back to the gizmo. Alright, under the gizmo, you have different options as well. You have sphere, you have plane, and you have box, and you could control the size of that box. Alright, and you could control the location of that box. See the difference? So you can drag that box. I only want to, let's still do with, want to have those points were under certain height selected. I could use a box to do that. And of course, you have softer selection options available with your Tyselect. Alright, so that's just a bit of tasting of the Ty modifiers. Check out other Ty modifiers as well. They are, well, they're handy tools. And try them, and if you have any questions, check out the Tyflow documents website. Use that as a menu. Alright, I will see you in another episode.